Good morning, YouTube friends. Thanks so much for coming by. Happy October. It is October 1st and it is officially the start of spooky season. I thought I'd get this giant pumpkin. Look at that beautiful stem there. We're gonna make some pumpkin seeds today. Fail-proof recipe. Keep on watching to see how we do it. Okay, we're gonna try. We got a tofu pup olive around here and a dragon Aussie. They're running around. So, got a really heavy sharp knife here, pumpkin, and a bowl to start scooping out. Oh, there he is. Hi, Ozzy. Hi, cuties. I'm not gonna do the knife around you. Well, that didn't go exactly as planned. Two dogs running around in a sharp knife, not my best bet. Plus this angle's a little bit better. So I'm just cutting off the lid of our pumpkin here so we can start scooping out the seeds. This pumpkin is so beautiful and it's local. However, in the seed department, it is a bit of a dud. When I opened it up, it was quite dried out and there weren't that many seeds. There were a few seeds that looked a little iffy. So I'm just picking through everything. I'm actually just scooping out the seeds right now, but I'm gonna pick through and just grab what looks edible. So we might just have a little batch of roasted pumpkin seeds today, but that's okay. We're not gonna let them go to waste. I will of course link below recipes for more seeds than this, and you can kind of figure out ratios depending on how many seeds you get with your pumpkin, or you can of course buy pumpkin seeds from the store. Ozzy is very, very interested in what's happening here. His little dragon wings are so cute. Okay, it's looking like our pumpkin's pretty cleaned out here. We're gonna head on to the kitchen and separate these little seeds from the membrane of the pumpkin, and we will be on our way to some delicious pumpkin seeds. And now I'm just using a little bit of water in our bowl of pumpkin seeds and guts, and we're just gonna let that help us break apart the seeds from the membrane. I'm gonna put those in a separate bowl, and we're gonna throw the rest of this pumpkin gut into our compost. Okay guys, here's where we're deviating a little bit from your typical way of roasting pumpkin seeds. Instead of just popping these in the oven, I'm actually going to boil them for about 10 minutes. And what that's gonna do is cook the inside of our pumpkin seed as well as the shell. So when we roast them, you're not gonna just have like a raw seed on the inside and a toasty shell. The whole thing's gonna be cooked and then roasted to perfection, and it's gonna make the texture even more amazing. So boil your little seeds for about 10 minutes or until you can smell the little bit of a nuttiness from them. That's how you know they're great to go. We're going to then strain them and then plop them onto some paper towel and let them dry thoroughly. If you don't let them dry all the way, they're just gonna steam in the oven, and we want to roast them and get them really crunchy. So let them sit on the counter for at least a couple hours. If you get impatient like me, you can always throw them into a 200-degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, and that should help dry them out entirely. See how they're a little bit gray here? As they dry, they're gonna get white again. So that's how we know we're almost good to go. Also, they won't stick to your fingers anymore. So that's a really good indicator that you're ready to start seasoning and roasting. There are so many flavor combinations that you can use for seasoning your pumpkin seeds, and I will of course type below some of my favorites. Today we're gonna do cinnamon sugar, super simple, so yummy, really great as a granola or on top of like yogurt or things like that. So I'm just going to use a teaspoon of raw sugar and then 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon and a dash of salt, so probably about 1/8 teaspoon, and we're just gonna mix it together here. And that's all you need. You can of course use a little bit more if you have more pumpkin seeds. I will type below the ratios again in the description box. So once we got that mixed up, we are going to grab our pumpkin seeds and drizzle them with just a little bit of oil. I'm using olive oil today because that's actually all I've got. Coconut oil or any sort of oil will work well. You just want those seasonings to be able to stick to the seeds. So I'm just using 1/2 teaspoon, hardly any, and I'm mushing them around with my fingers to try to toss it all together, get that sticky oil everywhere. And then I'm going to just sprinkle on about half of our cinnamon and sugar mixture, mix it around, and then pour the rest on, mix it around again, and spread it all over our cookie sheet so all of our seeds are spread out as much as possible. Good news about us having hardly any of seeds in our pumpkin is these will roast perfectly because they will barely be touching each other on the cookie sheets. There's the rest of our cinnamon sugar mixture. You can of course use stevia or swerve or something like that if you're looking to use less sugar, but I figured a half a teaspoon for this whole batch really wasn't too bad, so I went for it. Okie dokie, now we're gonna just throw these little babies into the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. And as soon as you start to smell that roasty, nutty flavor again, that's how you know they're getting close. So keep an eye on them. Don't let them burn. There's nothing worse than like charred pumpkin seeds. Let me know if you've done that before. I remember as a kid, we always had one batch of like super burnt pumpkin seeds because nobody would pay attention to the oven. So pay attention, set a timer, do what you gotta do. And 20 minutes later, you've got yourself some delicious, sweet and salty roasted pumpkin seeds. I wish you could smell my kitchen right now. It smells so amazing. I'm so having these with breakfast and some yogurt. Yum. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for some more fall-themed, spooky recipes throughout the season. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Cheers.